we've got £35 from Dave Yognot, who says, I have the balls.
I'm sure he does.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. We all understand that. We all get that. We're all big fans of the... Actually, the Yogpod is how I got introduced to the Yogscast, 12 plus years ago or whatever it was. It was the Yogpods during Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah.
It was literally it was a how to 25 man to firefighter. You know?
Yeah, Flame Leviathan. Yeah.
No,
not specifically firefighter.
Yeah. Which was Mimiron.
Because
Simon would be talking about where does the joystick go when they transform and things like that, you know?
Yeah. So for me, it was obviously I had an alt in the guild and we were playing with them, did some stuff, but not really. And then they started making a couple of fun videos. This is good, pretty good. But when the Yogpod hit, the actual podcast, that's when I became from hey, I like the videos to these dudes are legit super cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've talked about it previously. I probably talked about it too much, but for me, it was I was on the Venture Co. I was on the server that you were all on, but I was a horde side. Yeah. And our horde side had stopped progressing in raids, and I wanted to jump ship because I was a sweaty, hardcore progression. Hardcore I want to kill hard mode Arthurs kind of thing. So I started looking on my server. I started looking at the Alliance side, and the Yogs were the top guild on the Alliance side. So I started looking at the recruitment forums, okay, I'll apply, what kind of gear score they're looking for, what kind of classes are they looking for, and at the very bottom of their form, it had a little section that says, if you are a fan of this podcast, please do not apply. and I really want to be into the guild, so I'm okay, let me listen to this, just to make sure, it's not something terrible, and it's I listened to them and started thinking, I really want to be part of this guild now. Miris had no idea. I never told Miris anything about it. It was nothing in my recruitment post at all. But when I finally made it in and I was raiding it, Lewis was there being a death knight, I was you're a cool guy. I like you. You're a cool guy.
And then we discovered Heroes of New Earth, at which point Miris brought in his friend Breeh for some games.
Yes.
And I met this guy.
Yeah,
and we started playing
I remember
games,
I played Predator for my very first game with you guys because I had no idea what I was doing. I was on a team with Zoe and Ravs because we were doing in-house at that point. We weren't even doing regular games, so we were doing in-houses.
That was before we realized in-houses just make us really mad at
really
each
angry.
Other. Yeah.
I remember I was on a team with Ravs and Zoe versus you and God knows what other people were there at the time. It would be Scott.
There was a bunch of people there who's not around. There's Scott and Mike and Justin.
And Catman. If you remember Catman.
And Catman, yeah. Catman, a.k.a. Daltos.
Yeah, Daltos' his old name.
Yeah. It was a time. It was a time, absolutely.